welcome to my world. Thank you for being a part of my world. Thank you for following the world of Ebony Gans. I really appreciate it. So, let's just dive right into it. A lot of times I get questions from individuals who may be new to the entrepreneurial venture. And one of the main, it seems like, common burning questions that I keep getting over and over is, how much time am I going to need to dedicate to being an entrepreneur? Can I still work a full-time job while starting or, doing a startup for my business? So to answer your question, yes, I've done both, okay? So let me just tell you a little bit about my journey. So when I first started my entrepreneurial journey, it was back in 2013. At that time, I was a single mother. I had a young child, and I was teaching college, okay? I was considered the professor or whatever they call it, where you can go in and you can teach college courses if you have a master's degree. That was me. I was in the process of opening a home care agency. And let me tell you guys, it was not easy. Between having the job at the college, taking care of my child, being a full-time mother, and trying to start and run this agency, it was very hard. There's a lot of people that say, oh, you got to dedicate all of your time and energy into this. That's true. But it is not a 24/7 job, you guys. It's a 25/8. Now, only a few people will understand that. It's a 25/8. It's not 24/7. It's 25/8. There will be many times where you will get no sleep. There will be many times where you want to break down, you want to cry because you're so stressed out between trying to pay the bills, trying to work a full-time job, trying to get your agency or your business venture going, trying to be a single parent and taking care of your kids. It's not easy. It is not easy. But let me tell you, it is so well worth it. It is so rewarding. It made me personally, it made me work harder because I knew what I wanted out of life. I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I knew that I didn't want to continue working for someone else, making someone else lots and lots of money, paying for somebody else's mortgage off of my talent. I'm like, something isn't adding up here. So I worked and I worked and I worked to take that money that I was working, as being a college professor, teacher, whatever the correct terminology is. I took that money and I pumped it into my business, okay? And I did that because I knew what my ultimate goal was. My ultimate goal was to build generational wealth for my kids and for my family. And at the time, I wasn't married, so I was able to dedicate a lot more time to it. And I had one child. So, I would let my parents keep my child late at night or whatever the case may be. There was times my child came to the office with me, and I would give her things to do, like little homework tasks, so that I'm able to focus on the business. Like, I figured out how to make it work. There were times where, when my child was asleep, I would be on my laptop at home doing things for the business at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I didn't have a social life. I gave up my social life because I knew within myself what it was I wanted out of life. I wanted to build something for my daughter and for my future kids. And I knew that in order to do that, I had to give away, I had to stop some of those old behaviors, some of those old ways, some of those old tasks in order to birth this dream that I had. And when I finally matured into what God was wanting me to do and mature into the direction God was wanting me to go, is when I finally gave birth to my dream and my passion, and it was the best decision ever, which was starting my home care agency. And for some of you, whether it's a home care agency or it's a different business venture, don't get distracted. Don't let outside factors determine your success. Break through those barriers, overcome those obstacles. It's not going to be easy, but it makes it that much more worth it. It makes your fight that much more better because at the end, there's light. At the end, it's a brighter day. At the end, there's sun. There's sunshine. What do they say about spring flowers? It has to rain. It has to, be gloomy days for those flowers to blossom, and then the sun comes out. Well, guess what? Entrepreneurial journey is the same thing. You're going to go through the rainstorm. You're going to go through the cloudy days. You're going to go through the days where you're like, oh, I'm so ready to give up. I just want to pull my hair out. Keep pushing. Keep going. Don't give up. You will eventually see those flowers blossom. The sun's going to come out, and it's just going to be so beautiful. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I did this. I birthed my dream. My dream has finally come true. I had to give up the old me. I had to let go of the old habits. I had to throw away the old strings. I had to get rid of the people that were pulling me down and holding me down because I'm trying to climb up to the top. You gotta let them old ways, them old habits, them old things, let them die off. Push them off. Brush the shoulders off. Let them go. Because you ultimately have a goal that you're trying to reach. And everybody ain't gonna have the same vision as you. And everybody ain't gonna see the same thing that you see. And that's okay. Because guess what? If everybody had that same vision and everybody saw the same thing that you saw, they all will be doing it. But they're not. Because it takes a special person, a special being to birth whatever that dream is. And that special person, that special being is you. So my motivation to you is to keep pushing. It's going to take a lot of time. And as I said before, it's going to take a lot of effort. But it's going to be well worth it. It's going to be some sleepless nights. It's going to be a 25/8 shift. But it's okay. Because it's going to be so rewarding. And, in a year or in 6 months or 2 years, whatever the case may be, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow. I am so glad I took that journey. I am so glad I am where I'm at. I am so glad that I took a step forward and did it that day that I did it. And I didn't wait another year, another 2 years, and never birth what I really wanted my dream to be. And it never came to reality. Like, I'm so glad I finally took that step forward and made it happen. So I hope this has been very motivational. I hope this has helped you all. I hope that it's put something within your heart to say, today is the day. Now is the time. I'm not going to wait any longer. I'm not going to let anyone distract me or make me look the other way from my dreams and from my goals. Today is the day I'm going to get that business started. Today is the day I'm going to take that name that I've had in my head for so long, and I'm going to go to the Secretary of State website and I'm going to register that name, and I'm going to register this business. Today is the day that I'm going to go to irs.gov and I'm going to get that EIN. Today is the day that I am starting this business. Even if I got to start it in my home, today is the day. And I am going to push forward, and I'm going to keep it moving, because I know what I want out of life, and I know what business I want to birth, and I know what I want to be reality, and I'm going to make that happen today. So go get on that computer and start that dream today. Hope this helps you. Happy following. Be sure to like my Instagram, Facebook, public figure page, YouTube channel. I'll see you guys later. Happy following. Bye-bye.